Hello children, welcome to the chemistry class. Till now we have discussed about the matter and forms, and the second chapter is air and its constituents. So when I ask you what is air, so this you might have studied from your first standard, isn't it? So what is the definition of air? So air is a invisible of gases. Air is a gas which is totally surrounded us and give us life. So and which air is fresh? And why it is that air in hill stations feels fresh and alive, while air in cities and crowded with automobiles suffocated our lungs, isn't it? So air in hill stations we feel fresh and alive because there will be a lot of trees in hill stations, but when you compare the cities, it's completely filled with automobiles and pollution. So that's why we won't feel that air in cities is alive and fresh. So we can live without food and water for few days, but can we last a few minutes without oxygen? Is it possible, children? No, exactly, obviously no. Without oxygen and we can't survive a few minutes also. Air surrounded us. We experience it every time. You can feel the breeze on a cool and windy day. You hear the results of dry leaves. You notice the balloons getting inflated when you blow air into it, and also kites soaring in the sky. So this is all experience of air, is it, children? Air is a mixture of colorless, odorless gases, isn't it? So exactly, this is the definition of air. Air is a mixture of colorless, odorless gases. It contains roughly 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and smaller amount of argon, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and others. So if we take overall air, so which compound is having more amount of gas? That is 78% of nitrogen, while the air is mostly gas. It also holds lots of tiny particles called aerosols like pollen grains, dust, smoke, etc. And this is the nature and composition of air. This is the nature and composition of air. So let us discuss about the other coming air. Why air is important? So air is a mixture. What is it called? Homogeneous mixture with uniformly distributed compounds like nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor, carbon dioxide, and noble gases. So this is about uniformly distributed components, homogeneous mixture. So why air is important? Air contains oxygen, which is essential for life. Air supports burning or combustion, and nitrogen present in air is essential for the growth of plants. The ozone layer of ozone gas present high up in the atmosphere protects us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Carbon dioxide is taken from the air by the plants for photosynthesis, and oxygen is released, thus maintaining the nature's balance. And we human beings and animals take the oxygen and we release carbon dioxide. Thus carbon dioxide is again taken by the plants and they release oxygen. This is a vice versa process which maintains the nature balancing. So that is why air is important. So with the reference to the unpolluted air suggests that air pollution is something that needs to be taken into account. And approximate composition of air, as we discussed about nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, inert gases, water vapor. So these are the percentages of composition of air. Next gas is oxygen. You already know that all living things require oxygen for survival. But where and how does oxygen occur in nature? So occurrence of oxygen. So in free state, oxygen is most abundant of all the elements in the earth crust, and 1/5 of the total volume of the air, where it is mainly present as uncombined element. Oxygen is vital for life. Is the third most abundant element by mass, weight, in the earth crust. It was discovered in 1774 by Joseph Priestley. So who discovered the oxygen? Priestley. So later the scientist Anton Lavoisier gave its name as oxygen and proved that it is also an element. Lavoisier believed oxygen to be essential constituent of all acids. Oxygen occur both in a free state as well as in a combined state. In free state, oxygen constitutes 20.8 to 20.9% of air. In combined state, oxygen is abundantly present as water. Oxygen occurs for 89.9% of the weight of water molecule. If we take water molecule, what is the formula of water molecule? H2O. So in the 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen molecule. That is in combined state, right? So if we take in combined state, oxygen occurs, the weight, if we take a oxygen molecule, water molecule weight, in that oxygen accounts that 89.9%. Oxygen occurs only in human body in combined state. How? It combines with hemoglobin, that is oxyhemoglobin. Oxygen is found in combined state in animals and plants also. So it can occur both in combined and free state. So what are the properties of oxygen? What are the properties of oxygen? So when it comes to the physical properties and chemical properties, oxygen is a colorless gas and it is odorless and tasteless. And it is slightly heavier than air, slightly soluble in water. It is a neutral gas. So what is the significance of oxygen? It is an essential constituent of carbohydrate, proteins, fats and nucleic acids. So mainly it is present in all these biomolecules. Oxygen is found in air and in combined form as carbon dioxide and in the earth's crust as carbonates, sulfates and nitrates. Plants and animals use atmospheric oxygen during respiration and release the same during photosynthesis. Isn't it? Plants and animals use the atmospheric oxygen during respiration. See, animals, so we also comes under that. We take in air, that is when we take air in, oxygen is utilized and carbon dioxide is sent out through the process respiration. Even plants will also do the same thing. They will take carbon dioxide in and oxygen out. Fossil fuels require oxygen for combustion, like petrol and diesel. They need air to burn. The ozone layer is present in stratosphere, one of the layers of the atmosphere. Each molecule of ozone is made up of 3 oxygen atoms. So what is the formula of ozone? O3. What is the formula of ozone? O3. Why? It is made up of 3 oxygen atoms. The ozone layer prevents harmful radiations from reaching the Earth's surface. They might damage the life form. So few more examples of compounds containing oxygen are limestone. Limestone is nothing but calcium carbonate. Epsom salts, that is magnesium sulfate 7 water, and saltpetrate, sodium nitrate. In addition to very important metal oxides and minerals found, those are all compound state. So very common state is clay, which is silicon, and oxygen are combined along with the aluminium, the third most abundant element in the earth crust. So this is about the properties, significance, composition about the air and oxygen. So in the next class we'll see that laboratory preparation of oxygen and other sources of oxygen, and then carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Okay children, have a good day. Bye bye.